Are we mayhaps live? Mayhaps, I don't think we are. Wait, no, maybe we are. If you can hear me right now, through the ether, let me know. Hmm. Wait, no, maybe. Huh. Hold on. Why doesn't my thing say I'm live? But I'm definitely live. I promise we're gonna get this figured out. We really, really will. Okay, pop out that chat instead. And then pin it. And then make it transparent. Yep. 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 Okay. Hey, no, this is good. This is good. We're getting somewhere. I don't know. I don't know why it's not. Can you all hear me? There we go. I see it. I see it. We did it. We did it. We're live. I figured out how to live stream. It's like I've never done this before in my life. Uh, okay, now I just have to figure out how to share the stream. Look at that. Oh my gosh, the world will know. The world will know. Going in Discord right now. Haley, I assume that means you can hear everything I'm saying. But let me know if that's the case. Okay, there. It's already pinged in their nation because the bot is just great. It's wonderful. It doesn't have me in streaming, which I'll just change that myself, I guess. And then Forever Worlds, we'll go in here. We'll say, uh, trying to get back into streaming. Join me on an adventure in my Forever World. Content ping. Kaploo. Oh, we got it. Oh, easy. Easy dubs. That's what the kids say, I think. Okay. Hello. Greetings. Oh, Stream Elements wants me to customize the bot. I don't really care. I don't really care. I just whatever. If it keeps doing that, I'll mess with it later. I don't really care right now. Stream health. Excellent. Oh, it's excellent. Concurrent viewers, 2. That's crazy. Is one of them a bot? I don't know. Doesn't matter. It's all gonna be AI anyway, right? We're fine. I'm gonna give people a few minutes. Why are there emojis coming from my... What does that mean? Hey, can you see chat? Can you see chat? I don't think you can. Can you see your chat in the stream right now? Because you're supposed to be able to. I don't think you can. Yeah, you're AI. Wait. Yeah, it should. Oh, there. Look at it. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, no, I want it to persist. I want it to persist, though. How do I make it persist? Maybe it doesn't need to. Persistence is stupid and dumb. I'll just have it over my head here. Does that look good? I think That's that's great. Are you sending faces? How are you doing that? I don't know how that works. It's whatever. I'm not gonna worry about it. Okay. All right. Hello. Welcome to Roots, episode 19, the live stream edition. You can probably hear all the cats and things in the background. There's been a lot going on in this world since y'all last saw it. Look, I forgot that was an achievement. Look at him. He's beautiful. He's animated. I'm beautiful and animated. I would show you, except my hotkeys are all messed up because my setup is crazy. The key is F5. Toggle perspective. We're going to change that to V real quick. And then, look. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, we've got some fresh animations now. We're giving it a whirl. I don't know if we're going to like it, but hey, we'll see how it is. I'm doing things a little bit different today. I've not live streamed for quite a while. I'm going to turn the music back on. Should I? Should I? See, the thing is, if I turn on the music, then I'm going to be editing this video and the music's going to be there. So maybe we can find like a playlist. We can play some Minecraft songs on Spotify. How's that sound? Is that okay? Will I get sued? Probably not. It's probably fine. Minecraft. Music. And we'll just do this real quiet, like... Minecraft Essentials. Sure. Yeah, why not? This might be really loud. Turn down. Is that better? Is that good? That seems fine. Yeah, let me know if that's fine, but I think it's fine. It sounds good to me. It might sound totally different to you, though. Anyway, welcome back to Roots, the Forever World series that's now over 600 days old. You know how I can tell? I'll show you once the sun sets. Is it setting? It's setting. I'll show you here in a second. But anyway, wow, there's a lot of new things going on. Let's start with a comment of the day. Google AI says there is creator-safe music, Spotify playlist. What, for Minecraft specifically? Minecraft creator safe. Minecraft creator safe playlist. Oh, look at that. It's remixes and things. Whatever, it's fine. Sure. There we go. All right, we'll see if that works. Do we sound okay? We can hear the game, we can hear the cats meowing, we can hear the music, we can hear my voice. The green screen's working all right. Green screen seems to be working great. I think it looks good. I think we're all set. All right, y'all. We're actually gonna get started here. It's been a while since I've live streamed, as you might be able to tell. First of all, let me show you how I know how old my world is. Yes, you can go in F3, but that's boring. You know what's more exciting? Sleeping in a bed. Watch this. Watch the bottom of my screen. That's pretty cool, right? That's awesome. So this is a, what do they call it? It's not a mod. It's a data pack. Data pack? I think it's just called like day counter. Day typewriter, date counter, something like that. Anyway, it's pretty cool. We're gonna read the comment of the day from episode 18. From, I don't know how to pronounce that that guy's name. Yeah. Uvux. It says, great video. Appreciate it. Nice and simple. Short, sweet, to the point. It's perfect. All sounds are good. Okay, do I need to turn up the music or anything at all? One thing that I've had to learn with YouTube in general, and this is especially relevant in live streaming, is that probably not many people are going to watch my videos. And I've had to learn that over the past 10 plus years of my channel existing. So I just appreciate y'all even watching videos at all. I chose this comment because there weren't many comments to choose from, and the other comments to choose from were related to, hey, you should go back and play on a server that you used to play on. Which is fine and everything, but this one is the only relevant one. So I appreciate you watching. I truly do. The last video on this series did not perform very well. I'm trying to work on my thumbnails and just my style and everything that's going on right now. Music is pretty quiet, barely hearing anything. Okay, we'll turn that up a little bit. Is that better? Gonna turn it down for myself a bit, but you let me know if that's better. But anyway, we're just gonna have some fun today. I've got some adventuring things to do. I want to show y'all real quickly around the base because a lot has changed since last episode. All of this was in place. This is a different Happy Ghast, I believe. My old one had an accident. So then, his name's Bear. I had Barry and Barry, one spelled with an E, one spelled with an A. They were great, they were wonderful, they were twins. One died by a tree, the other one died... I have free cam now. The other one died in that portal over there. So, I found a new one, and his name is Bear, and I also found 4 other dry ghasts. So when this one inevitably dies, because I'm a terrible pet owner, we'll be ready. Spaghetti-O, the world generation is really nice. Is it custom or something? No. Just caves and cliffs standard. What's probably different about it is that I'm using distant horizons. So I can actually see everything that's going on. But nope, this is vanilla. This is totally vanilla generation. So, let me show you around. Let me show you some of the things that have changed since last time. Last time on Roots. We killed a Happy Ghast or something. Oh, wait, I forgot. Okay, one of the things that has changed. There's this whole... If you haven't watched my channel for very long, you might not understand this. There's a whole running joke about... It's not really a joke. It's personal. I don't kill chickens. I'm Nerdy Birdie. I don't kill birds. Alright? So the problem with that is I can't get feathers. And if I can't get feathers, I can't write books. And if I can't write books, I can't do, books for goals and things like that. I can't do lore books around my Forever World, which is super important for a Forever World. So, I found a workaround. There's this mechanic of cats being able to give you gifts. If a cat comes and sleeps on your Minecraft bed while you're sleeping, it has a chance to give you a gift. It might give you, rabbit hide or rabbit's foot, or there's a few other things that it can give you. Now, one of the things it can give you is feathers. Feathers are something I can't really acquire any other way except for like shipwrecks. If I happen to find a shipwreck that happens to find a feather in it, that's how I can get feathers. That's not very reliable. That's not very good. Cats can give you feathers. Now, there's this mechanic in Java, I think it's probably unintended, where if there are standing cats... Well, first of all, if none of your cats can reach your bed while you're sleeping, and they're standing, they still have a chance of dropping a gift. That applies to all of your standing cats within I think it's around a 10-block radius of your bed. Meaning, if I have standing cats, which you can do by putting them in boats... Let me free cam real quick. Some of these appear to be sitting. It might be broken. I'm going to work on it later more. But this does work. You put standing cats in boats within a certain radius of your bed, and they all have a chance to give you a gift. Which is how I've gotten all of this. I now have 20 feathers. Because these cats apparently go hunting at night. I don't know how they do that because they're all in boats. So no chickens were really harmed. I think they just kind of spawn these things in. I don't know if they're in creative mode or what. Haley Blue Oxalotl says, how much of this world is modded versus vanilla experience? It's basically all vanilla. The only thing... I don't know why you're asking me this. You know this. This is... Blue is my wife. Spaghetti. Alright, she knows all these things. I don't know why she's asking me about them. I'll show you my mods here. This is a vanilla experience. We've got a couple things like compass coordinates. If I hold a compass, it'll show coordinates at the top of my screen because I think that's way better than opening F3 and using a debug feature. Having to use a compass feels a lot more natural. Same thing for spyglasses. I don't have a zoom mod installed. The only way that I can zoom in is if I'm holding a spyglass. I do have a mod, I don't know where it's at. I do have a mod that lets me zoom in while I'm using the spyglass. And it also, you can see I don't have it in my hotbar right now. If I press my hotkey, it comes into my hotbar. But the only reason I can do that is because I have a spyglass in my inventory. If I were to drop it here, can't zoom. I don't have a spyglass. So again, is zooming a vanilla feature outside of just the little default spyglass thing? No. Does it feel in the nature of vanilla to me? Yes. I don't have any world gen stuff. I don't have anything that affects mechanics. I think the only mechanical thing I have is disabling Enderman griefing, which is just annoying and doesn't change how I play the game. Dynamic full bright because YouTube compression, and because sometimes when I'm playing the game I can't see what's going on. So I've got that. I've got free cam, Lightmatica, but I've got a bunch of rules in place, which you can actually see down here. If we go down here, I want to make an official, nice, good old rule board sometime. This is what I have right now, just a little simple thing. No mods just greatly alter gameplay is the first rule. We've got no abusive blogs or glitches, no full tutorials, meaning I can't copy like redstone designs, I can't copy big builds, I have to figure things out on my own, mostly using the wiki, or small like components of things. So it's been cool. I've been learning a lot about the game. But anywho, today we are going on an adventure. Right after I show you everything that we've been doing. I asked so that you could elaborate on your world. I figured. One of the biggest things that I'm so excited to show you, partly because, again, I can't use full tutorials. I can't look up how to do item sorting and just build the item sorter block for block that somebody else has built. I looked up how to do item sorting, and I read about it on the wiki, and I did a lot of testing in creative mode and figured out how to sort items. So now I kind of, mostly, understand it. At least enough to do this. I have this giant mushroom here. And this mushroom is home to a bunch of copper golems, 2 of them, up here. I've got this scaffolding here temporarily. And up here, we've got a whole mechanism. So let me show you. We've got an item dispenser down here. So right now, just put items into this barrel. This will be changed in the future. The barrel takes things down into this dispenser. And then, or dropper, one of the two, I think it's dropper. When the comparator notices that things are in the dropper, it sends a redstone signal and loops it, repeats it, through this observer here, and it basically just makes this dropper activate until it is empty. The dropper sends things into this water stream, which bubbles all the way up here and is deposited into the copper chest. Once things hit the copper chest, these copper golems start taking things and trying to put them into these 10 chests. The reason there aren't 10 regular chests around here is because copper golems can only remember 10 chests. Once they get to 11, they start forgetting chests that they've been to, and they keep revisiting chests over and over again, which makes it very inefficient. So there are 10 chests here, and this is for storing all of my wood items. I don't have all of the item filtering set up yet, but I've got the main stuff done. Like I've got jungle logs. I recently went on a spree where I collected a bunch of them. I've got oak stuff here. You can see some of the nether things kind of go together because I have some limited slots. That's been super fun to figure out, again, because it's been my own thing that I've had to design. I'm actually working on a second one right now, which is part of the reason that we're going out to adventure today. We've got our wool farm. This is from previous episodes. I've actually expanded on it a little bit. You are asking for trouble being here, sir. Don't look at me like that. Don't wiggle like that. You're in the shearing facility right now. I used to have chests come down to the middle here, where I would grab the different wool colors from. It was all disorganized. It was awful.
I'm working on something to store the wool colors better, but I do have something basic figured out right now, where I split all of the different item colors, or the different wool colors, something, I'm not sure how that happened. Oh, this one got on the wrong side. See, if I put this over here, it will go straight into the right one because I've got different items that sort these chests, and we've got all the wool colors going into their respective chests here. Now, my goal is to move these into this mushroom, which I just built the other day. It's currently empty. I've got nothing set up in here. I'm going to need a lot of wood for chests. I'm going to need a lot of hoppers, which is, again, one of the reasons that we're going on the adventure for today. You can see I've got a bunch of different wool colors decorating this mushroom because it's going to be the color chest. We will have wool colors in there. We will have concretes, beds, all the things that you can color will belong in there. Now, you might have noticed, the very astute among you may have noticed this particular creature. V Element 6. I don't know if I'm saying your name right. Welcome to the stream. What do you plan to do with all the wool? Wool is a great building block. So it running passively in the background, especially as I'm kind of getting started with gear and everything. Again, this world is over 600 days old, Minecraft days. Half my gear isn't even enchanted. I've been to the Nether Fortress so that I could make, what are they called? Copper bulbs? I've never crafted an Eye of Ender. I've never visited a fortress. We're not even close to going to the end. We are taking things super, super slow. So, while I'm doing all these projects around my base, I want to have this wool farm running, so I'm getting tons of colored blocks that I can use for different projects. This guy is the start of something really cool. He initially started, I did this path too. I still want to work on a little bit. I don't love the torches just sitting right here. I don't want this song. This song's creepy. This does not apply. Well, I guess it kind of does apply. This one's called Graveyard, though, so we'll stick with that. Anyway, we've got some work to do on this path, but this leads down to a, you guessed it, a skeleton farm. But there's more to this guy than just being a decoration for the farm. We'll talk about this guy in a second. There's a villager in there. We'll talk about him in a minute. Does a skelly have a name? No. Does he need a name? He's got a title. He's got a species. We'll talk about that in a second. But I want to show you the... Does he need a name? If you guys give me a good name, I'll put a hidden sign or something on him with a name. Down here, this looks so simple. Listen, I'm a terrible builder. I'm really proud of this. Oh, you're right. Okay, I did build an ender chest. You're right. So I did need an Eye of Ender. I've never thrown an Eye of Ender. We'll say that. We've got a destroyed place here with gaps in the ceiling. You can see the backbone of this giant scaly man ascending up towards his torso. I built this auto switcher. Again, I had to research this. I had to figure out how to do this with redstone. Now I kind of understand it, which is so cool, rather than copying a build. And I have been able to make a switcher here. So it's kind of hard to see. But right now we've got a regular block there. You can see the skeletons are not dying. So if I wanted to, I could come up and kill them. It's good for XP. I've actually got a smite sword in my ender chest. I won't bother pulling it out right this second. But I can kill them manually here, and I'm close enough that I can get their items and experience. But if I want to switch it to auto kill, I simply do that. The block comes over and it's now a magma block. And I'm sorry, I misspoke. The drops, I don't collect the drops. The drops are put into a hopper system. This took so long. You don't understand. If you use tutorials, if you copy through like Matica, or you watch a YouTube tutorial, or you look up a designer or whatever, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you use tutorials for everything, you're not understanding what you're doing. It's kind of like AI, right? That's a whole debate. I'm not gonna open that can of worms too much. But if you have AI do everything for you, then you're not going to figure out how to do it yourself. If you look up tutorials and you just copy designs all the time, you're not going to understand how to do these things for yourself. I had to figure out how to make this block switcher. I had to figure out how to do this item sorting. Did I look up tips on the wiki? Did I look up how to do various components of it? Absolutely. But I'm learning how to do it. I'm not just copying it. So anyway, under the block, we've got a minecart with a hopper, which goes into this system here. It goes into a bunch of hopper chains here, which sorts multiple items, including bones, arrows, and then anything else is just thrown all together. Depending what the item is, it goes a different direction. That gets bones that go over here into this big hopper chain, leaves me room to expand. So if I wanted to have a second row of chest, I would just change these hoppers here. If I wanted a third row of chest, put the hoppers here, and so on and so forth. But if we go down here, you can see that it all starts to collect. It starts over here. So all of these bones have come in naturally. All these arrows have come in naturally. It's lovely. It's absolutely lovely. Element says, I usually go too slow. I usually go slow too. I don't like to rush anything. I don't exactly aim for the end, just to make a good looking and efficient home. Exactly. Yeah, I'm kind of the same way with this world. Spaghettio says, Nerdy built a skeleton farm in a cave with a box of scraps. Yeah, basically. Listen, I'm really proud of this. Part of the reason I'm so proud of this, here's the skelly spawner down here. They go through this. You guys probably can't see. If it's so dark that you can't see, let me know, I can adjust it. Skeletons funnel into here, they get pushed down this water cube. This is something that I had to look up. So this is a component, it's not a full build, so I'm okay to look it up. They were getting stuck. When the signs were there, it stops the water. So we've got to use the fences to allow the water to continue moving this direction, but be just low enough that it doesn't get completely stopped by the sign. So the skeletons continue getting pushed forward, and then are pushed onto the bubble stream, which shoots them way up here, all the way up through here, basically to surface level. Then they move over to the side, and are dropped straight down onto the killing chamber. Pretty dark, but I can see a bit. I've been debating dynamic lighting. What I'll do for now is I will change the dynamic full bright. This mod is super helpful. I highly recommend it if you want to stick to more vanilla. Like, you can't just, take one torch with you and have it be light everywhere. If you want to, I mean, this is kind of still the same thing. It's light everywhere, but it's still dark enough that it's good. I guess this is better than just straight full bright where everything looks like it's daytime. This keeps things dark, but not so dark that you can't see. Oh, minimum. Why is this not? I think something's broken here. Well, that's broken. If it becomes a big problem, you let me know, and maybe I'll edit it on the stream or something. Anyway, one of the reasons I love this build so much is because it's not just a build. If we go over to this yonder villager, who I don't think I've named yet. I don't have the craftable name tags update yet, so I don't have a lot of name tags sitting around. Where is he? Here he is. Yeah, he doesn't have a name yet. If you have a name for the villager, or the skeleton, let me know. Alright, cartographer. He has a lectern here, with a book. A 12-page long book, with chapters. Should I read the... Do you want me to read all of them? There's quite a bit here. I don't know if I should read them or not. You let me know. We could do a poll. There's only 3 of you in here. We're not going to do a poll. If you want me to read the book out loud, let me know. Is everything still looking okay? Again, I haven't live streamed in so long. I'm hoping to. The goal is to be able to stream maybe once a week would be my hope. Oh, we're starting on the chair. What's going on? You stop that. I'll just sit in front of it. You won't even notice. Look at that cat stretching. Anyway, streaming once a week. That's my goal. I'm hoping to get on a better schedule for this. Bedtime stories with Nerdy. Okay, that's a yes vote. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good as in you want me to read the book? It's just gonna take a while, is all. Which is fine. That's all fine and good. Wow. You know what? I'm just wasting time by not reading it. I'm just gonna read it real quick. And then we'll just get on with it. Alright? Y'all will deal with it. Chapter 1. The Standing Corpse. I'm not gonna read it in that accent. Okay, before we get started. Lore is something I've not messed with it much in Minecraft, at least. I do some dungeon mastering for my family. Day 607. I do some dungeon mastering for my family's D&D campaign. I've homebrewed this whole world. It's completely underground setting. It's all custom, and there's so many things to figure out, and I really enjoy that. I've been in this Forever World community that I helped start called Forever Worlds United. I will link the Discord. If you're not already in it, you should absolutely join it. It is a really cool place where people who create Forever Worlds, people who are content creators on Forever Worlds, and people who just enjoy Forever Worlds in general kind of get together and talk about things. But from there, and from just different videos that I've watched about Forever Worlds, lore has been a huge thing that I've not considered very much. I will plop the Forever Worlds United Discord. There you go. Join it if you're not in already. We'd love to have you there. Lore is something that helps make the world feel alive and connected, and also gives you reasons to build more things. Something I've struggled with in Minecraft for a long time is why do anything? Why build? What is the point? Especially single player. Mobs are so easy. There's no challenge. There's no big things to go find, really, apart from little pre-generated builds that you already know everything about, right? Lore gives your world a meaning. So I've been working on implementing it, and my giant skeleton is a big piece of that right now. So, this is written by this cartographer man here, and it says, the existence of this skeleton puts into question much of what I've learned during my time in the Archivists Guild. Guilds are also a feature that I'm working on expanding in the lore of my world. This standing corpse should not be. The majority of its torso has presumably sat here exposed to the elements since before history began being written. Even so, the specimen maintains near perfect condition, much the same as the previously recorded Homo colossus remains, despite every other instance being found beneath the surface. This discovery adds strong evidence to Thrainberg's theory, which states that the colossi are preserved by some sort of arcane energy. While I myself hold to this theory, particularly due to my current research, the Arcanists Guild has failed to identify if and how such magic exists. It is thought that Homo colossus lived underground. Get some atmospheric music for this, bro. You're right. We need something better than this. What is this? No. No. There we go. Okay, this is better. There's so many. Where's the stupid zombies? Where are you? I think he's over here. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Alright, we need to light this up real quick. Hold our horses. Just hold them. Don't let them move. Okay. Oh, this place is huge. I don't have enough torches for this right now. We're wasting the atmospheric music. Alright, come on. There's a time trial right here. good enough. We'll come back to it later. If I can find where I came from. There we are. Ah. Oh, wait. I've got my silk touch. We're all good. Okay. So, atmospheric music is ready. Let's get back to it. While I myself hold to this theory, particularly due to my current research, the Arcanists Guild has failed to identify if and how such magic exists. It is thought that Homo Colossus lived underground, though the half-buried state of the standing corpse seems to point to bygone ages so far in the past that the ground itself has shifted. This discovery causes me to wonder if Homo Colossus may have walked under the sun, and if we walk through the overgrown homes of giants. Chapter 2, The Spine. I hired miners to assist in safely and cautiously tunneling deeper to see the rest of the giant. Our efforts were soon paused, however, when we broke into a small room. The room is clearly ancient, though almost certainly younger than the Colossus, judging by the tools required to fashion the room and its technology. While the architecture is interesting, I have yet to study it thoroughly, as my attention has been on the skeletons unceasingly dropping from the spine of the Colossus, which appears to have been hollowed out. A redstone mechanism catches the skeletons dropping from the spine and either burns them with magma or allows them to safely fall and be slain by hand to collect their essence. Below the drop room is an assortment of chests, which we found to be filled with bones, arrows, bows, and armor from a multitude of slain skeletons. The Commerce Guild will have their hands full, and I will be rich, though that has little effect on my research. My mind whirls with possibilities. Currently, my leading theory is that in the relatively recent past, compared to the age of the giant, that is, an unknown group found the Colossus and somehow created a skeleton spawner within it, using it to collect vast amounts of archery gear and bones. What happened to this group and why we found no tunnels leading to the collection site is not known. I do question whether this unidentified group could possibly have the power, be it technological or arcane, to create a spawner, a power unheard of in the present age. Could the creation of the spawners be tied to the Colossi in some way? Is that super overdramatic? Yes. I love it. With writing that book, not only have I given the skeleton guy purpose, but I've sparked so many different ideas in my head of what to do with this world. Ranging from, who is this guy? Has he studied other things? To, what about these colossi creatures? Are there more of them spread throughout the world? What happened to them? What do we know about them? Spawners? How do those exist? How are those there? How do we create spawners? Who was this civilization that built this room beneath our feet? Why was there no tunnel leading there? Why did they have to carve it out and discover it by themselves? There's so many questions to answer, and there's so many things that I can do with this lore. And I've really enjoyed starting to get into some of that. I will be rich, but that's not important, said every researcher ever, crying in lack of funding. If you say so, I suppose. I think that's most of the things that have changed since the last time. I'm trying to remember. It's been a while. My last video on this world was in September, which is crazy. Oh, there's one more thing, and then we'll get adventuring. I am a terrible pet owner. Everything I touch dies. So I built a graveyard. The graveyard is down here. I think this is new. I built a little mine shaft. It doesn't go anywhere. It's just for decoration. Lore. I tamed a couple nautiluses. I was not very impressed by that update. there's just not really much worth mentioning about it in my eyes. But hey, we've got ourselves a Nautilus, and we'll actually use it here to get to the gravesite. Get to the graveyard here. This is our gravesite. This is where I was gonna say where my dead friends live. That doesn't make any sense. You can see this guy. It's made out of copper, including copper grates here. And I've made it in such a way that the inside is perfectly dry. The water all cuts off here. And this giant skeletal copper fish. And here we have the graves. So here's Barry. And here's Barry. Slain by portal, slain by tree. Go watch my last video. We've got Dave. I don't remember how he died. Irish Clockwork, if you're in here or if you ever listen to this, maybe you know how he died. I don't know. Stefan, my favorite horse ever. He was killed by a skeleton. There's some more. I've got a Strider that died. That might mostly be it for right now. There will be more, I'm sure. That's why I have some extra graves over there. But those are mainly the things that I've done since last episode. It's taken a while. I've also been really addicted to Expedition 33 here lately, which if you haven't played it, one of my favorite games of all time. It's incredible. I want to see. Oh, look at that. Man, I'm just swimming away. Look at me. It's just fantastic. The story writing, the visuals of the world, the characterization, the voice acting, the combat. It's just great. It's all just great. You should play it. This is really upbeat music for like midnight. See, everything's supposed to go in a hopper. Stuff kind of falls out randomly. I'll find it on the ground sometimes. Sometimes I'll find it up here, around the sides. I have a plan. I have a plan that involves a giant tree, a giant egg. See, look at this. And a bunch of cats. I won't say much more about it right now. But I got a project. Got an idea. Alright. Leapfrog. You and me. We're going places. Today is about several things. Oh yes, the music Expedition 33 is also great. I've got this villager over yonder, who, now that I think about it, I need to do some stuff to designate him as the... I forget what I called it, like the Exploration Guild or something. This boy's a cartographer over here, and I need to decorate it with some banners so that you know what guild he's from. What I've got over here is a very much work in progress map of my world, zoomed out as far as it could possibly be. What I hold in my hand right now is a section I call Arbidon, and that is where my base is. Can't really see it very well on this map. I believe that is my base right there. I want to do other maps where I'm more zoomed in, but this is to give me a general outline of the whole world, because I don't have a world map, I don't have a mini map, I don't use the seed finder online. So it's all this. So what I'd like to do today, this song is way too upbeat. That's just too much for me. Alright, this is better. What I'm wanting to do today is head south in my compass. See, I could have just pressed F3 right then. Nope, I pull down a compass so that I can see where I am in the world and what way I'm facing, right? So we're gonna go south. And what I want to do... I need to get that mod that shows the map even when you're in F5. I want to work on filling out this world while we're exploring for resources. Like I said, in order to get that mushroom over yonder completely filled out, I need a lot of hoppers. And I need... chests. Wood. Biggest thing is iron, though. You know what? I think I am going to shift the music to the game. I've got a whole weird setup for editing and recording and everything, and this is just gonna make it easier for me. So while we're looking for iron, I want to be filling out this Arbiton map so that we can work on it for our cartographer over there. I gotta do something about this village. I've stolen like all its inhabitants. Oh, there's one. The one that remains. Do you have any friends? I think I always ask him that when I come into this village without thinking about it. It's probably really rude of me. Don't you walk away from me. Somebody could love you someday. Alright, so we're heading south. I want to be on the lookout for mountains, such as that. Though I've been to the cherry grove biome, and I don't think there's really much iron over there. I think the entire cherry grove biome is just this this small little blip on my map. But we'll check it out. We'll see if we can find any cave systems or anything too. But I need me some iron. Okay. Alright, we're hitting some new territory here. I forgot horses can swim now. Oh! This is so great. This is so great. Look at his little toes. Look at him. Look at him go. Look at him go. He's just a boy on an adventure. This makes it so much easier. I don't have to drag him with a lead anymore. I mean, this is very slow. This is slower than just taking him with a lead would be. Okay, it's very slow. But it's still nice. It's still nice that it doesn't force me off, especially if you're just going a short distance over water. That's nice to have. Yeah, a lot of this water is part of why I didn't... Wait. That's a taiga. That's a biome that I don't really see very much in my world, though. So I may go over to it so that we've got it mapped. This is ridiculous. Minecraft's ridiculous. Let's head that direction. I tried doing some mapping before on some of these base maps that I have. I call them base maps because I will eventually add waypoint markers to them with banners. But these are the unobtrusive, that's not the right word, unmarked base maps, just of the landscape itself. So I'll make copies of the base maps that I will use for waypoints and things. Oh my gosh, Haley's texting me about pizza. Hold on, this takes priority. Are you going into town? Like, would you go into town just for that? Or is there anything else that you need? Whoa, they look so cool when they run. I say as I watch the flaming cow. Oh wow, they really look like they're working it. They're working it. What? They're working it. I mean, they're putting in the effort. That's. Shut up. What was I talking about? I don't know. Hey B, it's up to you if you feel like going into town for pizza. I won't say no. Or if you would rather not go to town just for pizza, that's fine too. Oh, okay. So if you go too deep into the water, it still breaks it. I guess that makes sense. You can see in the distance my tower over there. This is a waypoint tower. I have so many things I want to do in this world. One of those things is expanding on the waypoint towers. Right now, all they are a visual indicator of where I am in my world. They can help me get back to places, kind of, just with distant horizons. Where was I going? The taiga. Oh, that's true. We do have date night tomorrow. I don't know. Whatever you want to do is fine with me. If we get pizza twice in a row, is it really the end of the world? I was going to the taiga. What was I talking about? The waypoint tower. The waypoint tower, I want to expand on it by having some spot underground, probably, or at the base of it, like a base camp. That's probably better. Where there are maps, and these maps have the waypoints on it. So that way they wouldn't be the base maps. So when I see a waypoint tower, not only is it a visual indicator of, oh, I've been there before, but it is also a area for me to find directions to everything useful in the area. I could also put some lodestone compasses, which are one of my favorite items in Minecraft now, because I don't have a minimap mod and I'm forced to use vanilla mechanics. They are in-game waypoints. They're wonderful. They're just great. Yeah, I've been thinking lately, especially in terms of this series. I used to play on raiding servers quite a bit, whether that's like an anarchy server, whether that's servers like Loca, if you've heard of that, kingdom building. There are some minor raiding elements in Loca as well. But when I would go explore a world like this, when I'd go on an adventure, so to speak, it would all be for the purpose of finding treasure. Right? It'd be for the purpose of finding a base, or getting in somewhere I wasn't supposed to be, and stealing a bunch of stuff. Oh my gosh, that's so fun. I love playing thieves in like RPGs and things too. It's just, oh, it's so much fun. I just enjoy it. Does that make me a bad person? I don't know. It's just, it's fun. And doing something like this, just going out in the middle of nowhere, mapping things. That's not something I would do. There's no purpose. I mean, you can find all the resources that you need, basically, in one area. Unless you're looking for a real specific type of building block or something like that, which I'm not a great builder. I've built more in this world than I have in a long time. So for me, I thought there was very little point in adventure and questing and going around the world, because it's just an infinite, meaningless world, right? What I've found with this series is that it's given a point back to adventure. This will be episode 19. And I've not enchanted my gear. I don't have these big giant mega builds. I don't have an elytra. I don't have all these things. Rhintastic! Good to see you, man. How's it going? I've not streamed in a long time. That's my warning to you. If anything is wrong with this stream or you're not thoroughly entertained, that's my excuse, okay? You remember that. Hoping to make this more of a weekly thing. If you have any feedback, tips, advice, would love to hear it. Definitely enjoy your content. Would love to hear back from me. If you're watching the stream, which I don't think anybody else is except for my wife Haley or Blue Salado. Whoa. Whoa. Sorry, my game just glitched out. I'm streaming it from my computer downstairs. It's a whole thing, don't worry about it. Anyway, if you're in the chat and not my wife, or if you are my wife, whatever, go watch Rhintastic. He's got some awesome Forever World stuff. Right now we are adventuring. I was in the middle of a monologue, and now I don't remember where I'm at. Whoa! Oh, that's so surreal. To see the zombie horse finally in game. I don't actually know how to deal with that. Oh no. Oh dear. Oh no. I should probably switch this out for a shield. Oh, my shield's about to break too. Okay, we'll let him take some fire damage. Luckily, because his steed's in water and not him. Oh my gosh. I think my streaming from my computer is also lagging, which is not helpful. That's so surreal to see a zombie horse in game. I really want to tame it. Spear zombie early game nightmare. Yeah, I bet. Oh yeah, we're getting some lag spikes. That's not good. It's not that the game is lagging, it's that my connection with my computer downstairs is lagging, which is super annoying. I wish I had a nice PC up here. I can't record downstairs, and I use the PC all the time downstairs. Did I do it? Hey, there we go. Yeah, I know, I want to keep him. I don't have a saddle. What I'm probably gonna have to do... I'm probably gonna have to leave him... No, because he's not name tagged. I'm gonna have to leave Leapfrog here. I call him Leapfrog because he's got a huge jump. I'm gonna leave him here. Here are the coordinates. Someone want to write that down for me? And then, or I can look back at the stream, it doesn't matter. And I need to take this guy's stuff. Yeah, this is so... They've had this horse in the game for so long, but not in the game. He's been in the code of the game. Yeah, I forgot that you're watching my stream, which probably doesn't help. Why can't you have your inventory while you're with your horse? That's just silly. Okay, it's the very left edge of the map. I'm just gonna head straight back. Oh, this is so cool. He's... I think he might be faster. I think he might be faster than Leapfrog, which is great. I used to have a horse named Stefan. Like a million E's and A's in the middle of it. He was slow and he couldn't jump. I don't think he could jump 2 blocks high, if I remember it correctly. He was awful. I mean, I loved him. He was... But this one, oh, this is nice. Anybody have a good name? Name for this little guy? Brian-tastic, he came like right as you joined, so you may get naming privileges. I think you might have blessed me. Blessed me with the zombie horse. Ah! Anywho, I was in the middle of a monologue. What was I talking about? Adventure. I was saying this world, this forever world, has given me purpose and adventure again. Because that's where I was at. I was saying that there's very little... Oh, it's Honest Mongoose. That's my brother. Did the horse's head always bob like that? No. I have on a texture pack called Fresh Animations. It's one of the coolest texture packs ever because it doesn't just change textures, it changes how everything moves. So if you look, I mean, this thing's got like joints. If I get off, you can see how it looks when I walk, when I jump. The player, especially crouching, is a little weird to me. But the mobs look fantastic. Like, you gotta see the cat. The cat is so good. Anywho, when I was back on the raiding servers and everything, I didn't have a purpose. And now I'm in this world and I haven't done half the things you're supposed to do in a Minecraft world. I don't have the best gear, I don't have an elytra, I haven't, I've not been to the nethers a whole lot. And I'm 609 days into this world. 600 days ago, a lot of people would already have, full diamond gear, it would already be pretty enchanted. They might even have an elytra if they're real special. I haven't done any of that. Instead, I've been doing adventure. I've been wandering around the world. I've been having my own fun. I've been doing these little side quests here and there. And I've been rediscovering the love of this game through that. And through not looking at tutorials and the rules that I've set for myself. But these adventures, these quests that I set, are just enjoying a world for the purpose of having fun, rather than, and making my own story, rather than finding the next, raid, using Pyre, or whatever it is that I'm doing. Show Mongoose what kind of horse you got. Oh, yeah. Let me find a good spot. I do want to see how high this guy can jump. Can you jump 2 blocks? Okay, you're fine then. You're good. What about 3 blocks? Yep, that's 2 blocks. Might barely be 3 blocks. If I can get a full jump bar. Nope. So he's not great at jumping. Yeah, he's a zombie horse. I don't know if you remember Mr. Mongoose, but zombie horses were not... Huh? Huh? Does he take damage in sunlight? I guess that makes sense. So he has to wear armor. I can't take this off. Fascinating. Okay, no, zombie horses were not, they were in the code. They're sitting there in the code for ages and they were never obtainable in survival. They would never spawn. But when they added spears and nautiluses, they also deigned to give us zombie horses, which are mounted by the zombies wielding spears, and they're very scary. Oh, this is a nice vein. Come back. I've also found a lot more moments where I just... The in-game music has regained its magic for me. I would have it off all the time. I was doing other things. I was busy, you know, raiding the base or whatever. And I find so many little moments now where I just like look at the sunrise and listen to a Minecraft song. And it just it feels closer to when I first started playing. Where did my guy go? Where everything was kind of new and an adventure, and no, where'd he go though? Oh, there he is. Okay. We're good. For some reason, zombie horses burn, but skeleton horses don't. That's very odd. Do you have any name ideas, Ryan-tastic? I don't know if you caught it earlier, but he basically came right when you joined the stream. So I think you have naming privileges if you want them. I have so many cats I have to name now with this stupid feather thing that I'm doing. I actually quite enjoy the feather thing because it's a cool, it's an interesting mechanic, and it's just interesting to have to work around not killing chickens. Because I've not killed chickens for like years. Genuinely years I've not killed chickens in Minecraft. Because of this ongoing gag. Alright. Where's my lead? Oh, I left it with Leapfrog. Okay, I'm gonna leave you here. We're gonna run in real quick. Actually, oh yeah, I have leads here. Psh. I forgot about that. Now I don't know that I have a cheese sticks or Parmesan breadsticks to go with our pizza. Oh, Papa John's breadsticks or cheese sticks are they're to die for. I don't know if I have name tags. Fence? No fence. Fence? Fence. Ah, that's the one problem. Is I've got my hopper back here is going to be full of wood. Meaning it's always going to try to refill, which is, it's fine. Overflow, I know there's overflow protection. I haven't looked into how to do that. I just feel like it's going to take up too much space back there, which I don't have much of. You can craft them now. Name tags? Yeah, you can craft them now, but I am not in that update. Unfortunately. Oh, that looks weird. I'm not in the Tiny Takeover update because Distant Horizons has not updated, and I refuse to play with that Distant Horizons. Distant Horizons, speaking of adventure, Distant Horizons has changed the world of Minecraft. For me, being able to see, like, the towers, you couldn't do that. Unless you had some, like, freaking awesome PC, you wouldn't want to set your render distance that high, and even if you could, it's not even close to how far Distant Horizons shows you. It's not even close. It's made the world feel so much more real and so much more beautiful in a sense. Like seeing mountains on the horizon. I can't go back. I can't go back. It's still not nighttime. I need a clock. I'll craft a clock. Gold and redstone, I think. Yeah. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1. Clock. I didn't know it did that. That must be part of the compass mod that I have. It shows you the day too? That's awesome. It does the 24-hour time, which confuses me. I think that means it's right about 3:30. These are my dump chests. My sorting system is not complete. What I've got is I've got wood sorted in this mushroom. I was showing it off earlier in the stream. I've got a copper golem system that I designed here to sort all my wood stuff. And then I'm working on gathering materials for the wool sorter over here, the colored sorter that'll have beds, that'll have concrete, that'll have dye, that'll have all those types of things. The rest of it, I'm gonna have different mushrooms for all of them, and it's just so expensive to build these item sorting mushrooms. What I need to do is build up some temporary spots, like a little armory, or like a little things like that, armories and workshops and things where I can put things. I depart so I can pick up pizza. Goodbye. Come back soon, because I would like some pizza. That sounds tasty. But all this junk, I'm gonna have one for stone items and all the variations of stones and stairs and everything. I'm gonna have one for, redstone and things like that. It's a mess right now. These 3 columns are fine. Or these 3 rows are fine. The natural blocks, we've got plants, and then we've got mob loot. Those are all well and good, but there's just so many items to sort. There's so many. Did you see that cat stretch? Mr. Mongoose, are you still around? Look at his tail. Look at that. Look at that cat. He just licked his paw. That's crazy. I'm such a nerd. I need sticks. 8 sticks and a leather makes an item frame. And item frame is where I will put my clock. How old is the world? Well, that depends how you mean. It is 609 days old, as you can see by my clock here. In terms of Minecraft days. In terms of when I made it, somehow I lost the exact date, but this is when I put out the video. The first video, September 10th of 2023, meaning it's about 2.5 years old. I've been playing Minecraft since it's in my Discord status, because I'm that cool. 2013, so I've been playing for almost 13 years. But this particular world is only about 2.5. I can't put... Oh, I can? I didn't think I could do that because the carpet was there. I guess we'll just put it there. Now it is nighttime. How old is your world again, Ryan? Yours is probably a bit older than mine. I don't remember how old it is though. Rabbit foot. I will figure out this cat thing. I said earlier I'm building a giant tree, a giant egg, and something to do with cats. That's how I'm gonna solve this cat problem of feathers. 1 second here. Okay. Did you all see the cat thing? It's bizarre. Here it is. We're not gonna spend much time on it. There they are. They're in boats. They give me stuff. Ah! Well, that's one way. Feathers. That's how I get feathers, because I can't kill chickens. Okay, we're gonna dump some things real quick, and then we will proceed back on our little adventure. Okay, mushroom, string, rotten flesh, leather, arrows. Okay. 4 years, 10 months. Very cool. I so wish I'd started my world earlier. I so wish I had. It is just, it's gotten me back into the game. I was starting to lose interest. I've really stuck with it for the past 13 years. There's never really been a time more than, I don't know, a few weeks, maybe a month or two, where I've not been actively involved and invested in the game. Oh man, I'm gonna have to run all the way back to this horse. That's fine. Oh, I need a saddle. I need a saddle and armor. But I haven't really gotten into a world like this for a very, very long time. I've never had what I've considered a forever world. And I was starting to lose interest in some of the raiding, towny-esque servers that I was in. Because I really enjoy the raiding aspect of Minecraft, like hunting for bases, and that's so exciting to me. But it's really hard to find bases because the type of servers that I like involve like anarchy servers and having a whole giant world and people hide their bases. It's just very hard to find bases to raid, so I would just find myself just flying around aimlessly in worlds, and that wasn't very exciting, and I didn't really enjoy building that much. I didn't really have much of a group that I was with at that time, so it just kind of slowly trickled out. And this has really gotten me back to my roots, which is why the world is called Roots. Of just enjoying the game, building and learning, figuring things out myself has just been a blast. I think everybody wishes they started sooner. Yeah, that's true. But a lot of people, a lot of people don't play worlds like this. The Forever World formula, I know it's very popular, but I don't know how many people actually have a world they would consider a forever world. I think a lot of people are interested in the idea of one. But sticking with this world, sticking with any game in general for a long period of time, consistently, I don't think that's super common. And we talk about like the TikTok generation and all that. We are so invested in getting our dopamine hit one way or the other that sticking with something like this long term is hard for a lot of people, I think. Myself included at times. Everybody goes through those periods, but coming back to it, I don't know that a lot of people do that. Started my world on Nintendo Switch and I played slowly at first. So is your world, is that the world that you play now? Like you transferred it from Bedrock to PC? I've seen some things about that. My brother and I used to play on Xbox 360. I started on Pocket Edition way back in the day, in 2013. I did that for a year or two, maybe not even that long. And then we loved the game so much, my brother and I, that we begged our parents to buy an Xbox. We made, I wonder if we could find it. I would love to see that. We made a PowerPoint trying to convince my dad of why we needed an Xbox. We put other games on there. Like, oh, there's this game that we're interested in. There's this game that we're interested in. We kind of had to hunt for those games, if I remember correctly. Because the main reason we wanted an Xbox was just to play Minecraft. But we thought if we just put Minecraft on there, we already have Minecraft on the phone, right? So we got to put more things on there. So we added, I don't even remember what we put on there. We didn't really play a ton of other Xbox games. Minecraft was the main one. Anyway, we had a world on there and we ported it over to Java. We don't do anything with it now, but I like having it stored there for the memories. We actually recorded a video going over that world, he and I, and something was wrong with it. It like didn't catch one of our audio. I think that was it. I think it didn't catch one of our audio, so we had to scrap the video. But I'd like to do it again at some point. We were very demotivated after that, so we didn't re-record it, but I imagine we will at some point. Transferred after 2 years because of size limitations. The Elytra was unusable on the Switch. What was unusable about it? I've not heard of an Elytra bug like that. Wait, is my... The zombie horse isn't going to despawn, right? I should have name tagged it. I don't know if I even have one. And he's not loaded right now. I'm just bouncing from topic to topic here, but while you're here, Ryan, I'm curious. I've been thinking about, we've got our Discord, our Forever World Discord. I've been trying to think of ways for different creators to get to know each other a little bit better and collaborate and things like that. Hold on, I'm getting text. It might be my wife. Let me see. Nope, it's not. It's about our Papa John's order. Oh yeah. Anywho, I've been trying to think of ways that creators could get to know each other a little bit, collaborate a little bit. I really want to expand that sense of community. My issue is we all play on Forever Worlds, which are typically single player. Not always, but typically single player. How do we... Other than touring each other's worlds, which is something I think would be interesting, but we're not quite big enough, we don't have quite enough interest where I think we'd get many people on board with that. I don't know how else to do collaborations, or how to encourage that. So I don't know if there's anything that would interest you, or ways that you could think of that we could kind of... I really want to focus on this community aspect of things. Because we've got a good group of people in there, but we don't know each other very well. And I want to form that a little bit more. Anyway, you said chunks load slower than Elytra moves. That would indeed be a problem. I never played on... no, I did play on Switch a little bit. My brother and sister played together on Switch more than I ever touched Switch, but I would hop on their worlds sometimes. Bedrock's just... Once I went to Java, Bedrock has just felt... Well, I guess I played Java before. I at least switched away from mobile or Pocket Edition before Bedrock became a thing. So the Bedrock system feels really weird to me. Maybe community build challenges or something? Like Discord events, that could work. I don't know. I've thought about that, like community events on the Discord. I don't know that enough people are going to participate, which is fine. I mean, you got to start somewhere. I don't know if enough people are going to participate and or vote on like a build challenge or something like that. I don't know. This is probably just something I need to work on myself, but that's a weird... Oh, it looked like one tree that was leaning weird. When I like start a project or try to do something and there's not very much engagement, that's super demotivating for me, which is something I've had to adjust to on YouTube. But I don't know, I'm just worried that there wouldn't be much engagement, it wouldn't really go anywhere. But like I said, you gotta start somewhere. Oh, this is perfect. I can use this village to pass the night so y'all can see. Move! Alright. We're on the last leg of our journey here. We'll go get Leapfrog. We weren't able to get as much iron as I hoped, but we got a decent amount from that mountain. I would like to at least map the taiga before we wrap things up. She'll probably be back in half an hour-ish. And I want to eat the pizza while it's hot. I gotta wrap up before 8 anyway, so we'll be going for another probably half hour, 45 minutes. She gave me coordinates to, I know approximately where it is on the map, but I will check the coordinates if I need to. I did bring the saddle, right? Yes. Okay. Oh, I still need a name for that zombie horse. I saw somebody, I think it was a YouTube video of testing horse speeds. I'm eating fried rice as I watch the stream. I love it. I needed to bring a water bottle. My voice is starting to feel sore. I've not done this for a while. It's funny because I'm a therapist as my day job. So I'm talking all day anyway. You'd think I'd be used to it. I'm not really talking straight like this. I usually, as a therapist, you're kind of supposed to listen to what the other person says. So it's not a one-sided conversation. I was starting to say something. I lost my train of thought. Whatever. Yeah. There we go. Are we still good on audio and everything? You can hear the music, in-game, voice. It all sounds leveled correctly. That was a bit of an issue when I tried streaming a few weeks ago. That did not go very well. I think I've got it figured out. And are you seeing all the chat messages still? Where'd I put them, like above my head or something? Yeah. I'll check once another chat message comes through. Okay, we're at the edge of the map. I think he should be right along these lines somewhere. Just gonna look at the coordinates. -2083 and -390. Audio sounds great. Fantastic. Say -390? No. -20 and +39. -2039 this way. There he is. I haven't seen him without armor for so long. All right. Oh, no. One of my favorite things with the new leads is that you can take them off. Maybe you could already do that before. I don't know. I never thought of it. You take the lead, and then you've got the horse on the lead while you're riding it. So when you get off, it's still attached to you and doesn't start walking away. Now, if you try to get back on it, then you just end up taking the lead, and that's whatever. I wish there was a different way to do it. Maybe there is, and I'm just missing it. Anywho. Okay, there's our tower. I need to put lights on the towers, too. There was a taiga somewhere. Yeah, the zombie horse is definitely faster than this guy here. Where is the taiga? Get out in the open here. It might have been more east. I've been really inspired lately by, if you've heard of X's Adventures in Minecraft. Same guy who does that has been doing a series on Hightail, which I think would be fun to stream sometimes. I would enjoy streaming Hytale because that is, I've touched it. I've played it a little bit with some friends of mine on a server, but I've not done very much. I haven't played very long. So the world is very, very new to me, and his videos, he just does straight playthroughs. He doesn't do cuts. He doesn't edit his videos at all, other than like a fade in the intro, like a little title, fade at the end, maybe. That's all he does. You haven't tried Hytale? It's neat. The creator of it has said himself he doesn't feel like it's a good game yet. There's a lot of people who already enjoy it a lot, that there's a big community around it already. From what I played with it, which again hasn't been a ton, it's very surface level right now. That said, there are some systems that already go way deeper than Minecraft, like combat. Oh my gosh, combat is so much more fun than Minecraft. The progression, I think, is better done than in Minecraft. They've got some different ways that you can do things, different types of workbenches that you upgrade with different materials that require you to go around to different places in the world, rather than just digging down as your progression. And you can get diamond armor within half an hour if you know what you're doing, or less if you know what you're doing. And yeah, they do really well in some of those systems. It just doesn't feel like there's, I don't know. The more I think about it, it does a lot of things that I think are better than Minecraft. I love the naturally generated structures. They're not just tiny little whatevers that have a couple loot chests in them. There's enemy camps where those enemies spawn, and there's these ruined things, and yeah, there's loot chests, but they're more of a challenge to get through even on the surface. Yeah, that progression, there's some cool stuff that they do with blocks that let you craft a lot more types of blocks into different forms. Like I want to say they have like dirt slabs and things like that. They've got more furniture type of stuff, which is interesting. They've got a magic system, which is currently very underdeveloped, and that's, you know, something that they're continuing to work on. Their modding system is apparently fantastic. The music is good. There's a lot of good things about that game. And Minecraft, oh, here we go. Minecraft is a very surface level game in a lot of ways too. I mean, it's all about the intrinsic motivation, and one of the things that Hytale does is provide some extrinsic motivation as well. There will be a story, there will be quests, there is already a type of, oh wow, look at this. Oh, I'm glad we came out this direction, because now I'll know where to go if I ever need ice, snow, goats, all things cold. But like I was saying, Minecraft's progression is pretty, not progression, Minecraft's systems are pretty bare bone. General enchanting is about as simple as you can possibly get. Progression is about as simple as you can possibly get. There's no at all extrinsic motivation, except I guess killing the dragon. But even that is kind of more intrinsic motivation. Minecraft has a much bigger block palette right now, which is one of its best strengths. Minecraft aims to be more of a sandbox game. Yes, the exploring depth has more depth, for sure. They don't break it. They have biomes, of course, but they break it into Oh, I think this bear is gonna attack me because its baby's right there. They more than just biomes, they have zones. And zones are where you get the different progression materials. So if you want to get, for example, if you want to, I don't remember all the different names of the ores and things, but as a Minecraft example, if you want to go from iron to diamond, for example, you're not gonna find diamond anywhere in the world just at a certain Y level. You need to go to a different zone, which is a different X and Z level and has its own set of biomes within it if you want to get diamond. Like one of them is this big volcano looking thing with a bunch of lava and burning things and skeletal horses and all sorts of stuff like that. I think that's the last zone currently. Your zone 1 is your, you know, plains and fields and forests and nice green things. It's going to be really cool. I don't want to kill you, bear. I think once they add more blocks to work with and some better online functionality with like servers and things. Because the servers exist right now, but I think they're going to have a built-in server list and search system. They're going to have official servers, like something akin to Hypixel, I think. That'll be cool to see what people are able to do with that. Man, what a cool find. I don't know that I knew where one of these was in the world yet, so this is nice to have. Okay, this is not gonna work. We gotta speed things up a little bit here. And we won't map this entire area today. But I wanted to get a couple biomes in, and I wanted to... It's so hard to tell if I've completed... No, I think it's still filling. I want to get a bit of iron for some of the hoppers that we'll need for our second sorting mushroom. What's that over there? Is that a village? It is a village. I would love to skip the night. Where'd it go? What a neat location for a village. I'm gonna have to do something here eventually. What a cool place. You've got some of them right on the ice here. You've got some a little bit up and then some even further up on the hill. Look at that. Oh gosh. Yeah, get in your house, buddy. Okay, good. They do have a golem. I didn't realize how annoying fire aspect was sometimes. Bread? We'll take bread. Get up. I'm sleeping here. This is my bed all alone. Day 612. This is such a cool village. I really like this village. I should have brought something to market. Should have brought lodestone. Well, no, I do have lodestones in my ender chest. Oh, creeper. I don't have. What all do you need to craft it? A compass. I think it's just iron and redstone. I've got iron. I don't have any... Oh, that's so silly. I don't have any stuff in my... I could just redo this. But I kind of want that. It's fine. I don't need to mark it right now. The important part is that we've got this marked on our map in general, not that we have a waypoint to it. I'd like to at least get the bottom of this map. And then we'll probably start heading back. Of course, I don't want to get too involved in mapping the world right now because once I get Elytra, the world opens up so much and I will be able to fill out maps so quickly that it's hardly even worth doing them right now. But again, I have a lot of things I want to do before I even go get Elytra. At some point, I'm just gonna have to bite the bullet, though. I've been thinking about that lately. This world's 3 years old. Elytra is a big game changer, but it's also something that's very helpful. What I'd like to do, probably before I would go get Elytra, is create some systems before Elytra. Like, I want to do things with minecarts. I want to have roads and things. I don't know if that needs to happen before an Elytra or not. But I don't want to become so dependent on elytra that I forgo all these other methods of transportation. That's just a kind of a general rule of thumb in this world anyway. I don't want the process to speed up so quickly that I lose the charm of the world. Should have made a boat. It's a bit late now. There's another cherry grove biome over there. Oh, spruce wood. I might actually get a... I don't remember if I have spruce saplings. Spruce wood is just the best. Hey guys. You know what? I'll just cut it down. Give me a sapling. There we go. Okay. I would appreciate another sapling just in case this one doesn't give a sapling. Yeah. I'll do one more. Go. Actually, while we're waiting for the leaves to fall, make ourselves a boat. It'll speed this up. Okay. I don't think this will be too fast. No. He's tagging along. See, eventually the goal with these maps is that eventually it would get to a point where I've basically got my own chunk base type thing. Now, obviously, I'm not going to be able to see the entire world or see that much of the map. But it would be nice to get to a point where I can see a big portion of it. It is, Ryan. It is. What I was saying about the X's Adventures in Minecraft guy, he's doing a series on Hightail, and he just doesn't do any editing, so he will just have so many moments. He'll just stop talking for like a minute or two or more, and you'll just hear the music in the background and the ambient noises, and it's just so peaceful. And it's great, and I love it. And that type of content isn't going to get you big views on YouTube. But it just fits so well with the vibe of this series and the point of this series of taking things slow and enjoying things moment by moment. So I want to get a little bit better at that, especially as I start to do these live streams a little bit more often. Being okay with just sitting in silence for a while. And it doesn't really matter how many people are watching. Just enjoying the world. I think that's a pretty neat thing. Oh, Nautilus. Oh, another one. Hello, friends. Couple firefly bushes. I'll nab these real quick. Nothing else. We've gotten a few plants today. Plants that we can use to decorate things. Okay, while we're making our way back to base, we will try to hit portions of the map that we've not seen yet. Oh. Look at this. Yeah. Oh. There. You can see my tower off in the distance on the right. It's kind of hard to see now. Oh my gosh. Alright, leapfrog. Let's cross this thing. Wish we brought a bed. Watched a video recently. I don't remember who made it. But it was a video about beds in Minecraft and how they have significantly changed the way that the game is played. I've seen a few videos like that, but it really hits you. If you think back to, if you've been playing for a while and you think back to the old days of Minecraft when it was much more of a survival game. A survival game with creative opportunities and lots of ways to build or defend your home or do things with redstone. Very, very creative survival game. But a survival game. And now we've lost a lot of that. There are things that we've lost. We've regained them in other ways. We've got things like trial chambers. We've got things like bastions. We've got, you know, some harder, more unique mobs that didn't exist back then. But at the same time, we have beds. If we want to avoid basically all mobs at any time, we can do that day one, easy. There really isn't even... I mean, if you have the slightest idea what you're doing, there really isn't even a first night experience anymore because you sleep the first night. I don't know how much I think they have little tutorial pop-ups now when you first start playing on a world. And I don't know how far those tutorials go in terms of, do they tell you... Oh, I gotta be real careful. I don't want to hit this chicken. Do they tell you, hey, go get sheep? You know, go build a bed. Do they tell you those things? I don't know. It wouldn't surprise me. And if that is the case, then they're telling you day one, go build a bed. And then you don't have to deal with any mobs, ever, if you don't want to. Unless you go in a cave. My gosh, there's like 5 skeletons over there. That is one thing I'll say. One of the biggest things, in my eyes, that has added to the survival element of Minecraft beyond trial chambers and that sort of thing, which are very optional and very rare, is the Caves and Cliffs update. That changed cave generation. Where before, mobs aren't really that much of an issue in caves. Now they are everywhere. And the big caves have the best opportunity or the best chance of giving you some good resources because there's so many exposed blocks. But man, those things are swarming. It's funny, there was actually something really similar on a server I used to play called Loka, which is a kingdom towny adjacent server. Ooh, we're lagging. And Loka had, I guess I've been here before. Loka had these things called resource isles. And they were these islands that you would sail to, and they would have giant caves. And there would be mobs everywhere, and they'd have mobs like evokers and things even there, vexes, to make it even more difficult. But they were swarming with mobs, and they remind me of the caves now. And I think that has added a lot to the survival gameplay. At least on Legacy Console, the tutorial world's recommended to build a shelter first. And they might. I mean, I don't know how the Java tutorial works, but... It used to be darker, too. You look back at the old versions, nighttime, way darker, way harder to see. So night felt a lot scarier. If you couldn't skip the night, the first night would be much scarier. Kind of like Terraria. I haven't played Terraria very much. I don't actually know if I've played it at all. I've seen my brother-in-law play it a little bit. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. That's not their focus anymore. The survival elements. Which is, I think is a shame, because I really enjoy the survival elements of it. But that's not really the type of game that Minecraft is trying to be anymore. Which is fine. And they're still adding some survival things, which is nice. Yeah, this isn't gonna work. I'm not gonna be able to tell you guys apart. I need gold armor for my zombie guy. How does the despawning work, though? If I don't name tag him, is he going to despawn, even though he's wearing armor and on a lead? I may have a name tag in here somewhere. This thing's such a mess. Can't wait to get rid of the storage room here. This is a big motivator to upgrade my world. Need to craft them name tags. Yeah, I don't know that I have any. That's fine. It's not the end of the world. As long as he doesn't despawn. I would be upset if he despawned. Yeah, if it's not in these chests, then I do not have one. I am not seeing one either, so I don't believe I have a name tag right now. Which is a right shame. Let's see. I'm gonna Google this. Will horses despawn without a name tag? No. It doesn't seem like they'll despawn. So I hope that's the case. Last thing I want to do is I want to return this map to whence it came. Day 613. And we will get wrapped up here. I do hope you all had some fun today. Our map is making some good progress. We've got the warmer biomes up here, and then we've got some colder biomes down there, which is lovely. We're getting a few more types of blocks that we'll be able to use. Over there's my map art station. All right, well, we should be all set. If anybody's still listening, I do appreciate you coming out to the stream today. Like I said, I'm trying to do this more often, maybe once a week. And then using some of these clips to turn into a regular video so I can do videos more often. So if you did enjoy, make sure that you leave a like, comment, and watch out for the video, which will be different. It won't just be the stream cut down and edited. It'll be, I'll have some different clips and things. I'll do voiceover and such like that. So even if you watch today's stream, there will be some different stuff in the video, which will hopefully come out later this week. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. Your channel is so underrated. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. It's been 10 plus years of, I think we're getting close to 550 videos and not much success from it. So I appreciate any type of encouragement like that. I've learned to do this for fun, and even if nobody watches it, I still enjoy making the content, but I do always appreciate support like that. I'll keep going. I'm gonna keep working on everything, my thumbnails and content and everything going on, and hey, maybe someday we'll see some good numbers from it, but if not, I'm still enjoying it. So thanks for joining, Ryan. Again, if anybody else is listening, thank you very much for watching. I will hope to see you in the next live stream and see you in the next video, if not. But thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time, and have a good one. Good one. Good one. Goodbye. Hold on. I'm trying to stop the stream and it says auto stop. It won't let me click on it. What does that mean? If I close it.